So in the children in Gusto, we've been able to observe their behaviours around ad libitum meal intake at 4.5 and at 6. And consistently, children who eat at a faster rate within these meals tend to consume more energy. The children are free to eat for a longer or shorter period of time. If the children eat faster and for a longer period of time, they eat the most energy. And so we see an overlap in terms of eating rate and portion selection. Children who pick large portions, eat them very quickly, but also eat for a long period of time, tend to consume the most energy. Well, when we split children into groups that are high and low in terms of their eating rates, we see that the children who eat at a faster eating rate frequently have higher BMI Z-scores. But when we look more closely at their adiposity ratings, we see that all of the skin fold measures are estimates of adiposity, and indeed measured even abdominal subcutaneous adiposity from an MRI scan. Faster eating children are always the ones who tend to have the highest levels of fat mass. So it's quite a strong link, I think, in terms of the behaviour that we see within meals and the subsequent impact on body composition. Well, there's a lot of ways in which parents can influence the way their children consume meals, obviously in terms of how they provision or select foods, the portions they select, and indeed how they interact with children during mealtime, whether they be in terms of prompting them to speed up or to slow down or to encourage them to eat more or to eat less. From the data we have in Gusto, looking at the eating behaviours during a mealtime, we find that parental prompting of children who are eating quickly is not having an effect on slowing those children down. If anything, maybe even speeding them up. And the parents in our study tended to prompt girls more than boys. And at the next time point, those children who were eating more quickly at the earlier time point were still eating more quickly at the later time point, particularly if they'd been prompted by their parents. So I think we need to develop a range of recommendations that parents can use in terms of how they can encourage their children to slow down, whether it be in terms of the foods they select for their child, the portions they select, or indeed instructions around eating during mealtimes.